Oh, yo. Alright, so I was just meditating by the water. I'm on the main block right here. We in Spokane, Washington. I was meditating by the water and I was listening to Deepak Chopra's 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And I figured out that the diaphragm, like this place right here under the chest, like the upper ribs, that part, like actually identifying where it is, like within your body and activating it, like your diaphragm. They say when you inhale, your diaphragm lowers, and when you exhale, it raises up. So yeah, I was just experimenting because I had just worked out, so I was kind of like in alignment physically, just my whole from my head to my toe. I was just doing some burpees and some pull-ups. So I was kind of like in alignment physically, because I was really taking my time. I wasn't like, it's like a late night workout, just get a little sweat in before, I take it down. And I realized while I was sitting there meditating after my workout by the water, listening to the book, that the diaphragm, it's symbolic in a way, because it's like that's the middle of you. When you're as far as breathing goes, like your legs, when you're sitting down, they're not really active too much. I mean, your glutes are, and that was another important part that I realized. Your glutes, when you're sitting down, I was doing this, and I was kind of like trying to decompress my spine a little bit. And we out here looking good, looking beautiful. But yeah, let me get back to it. I was experiencing like these light shows. I remember a long time ago, I wrote down, like after a deep meditation, I meditated for like 40 minutes. I wrote down that, like in this order, like from what I've experienced. I have never done like ayahuasca. I know that's like the peak, and DMT is like the peak. But I wrote down meditation, mushrooms, weed. And like in that order from the top down, as far as like the most powerful transcendental experiences that I can access. Doing mushrooms is below meditation, and you might say like, how is that possible? It sounds pretty crazy, but what you can access with the air at any given moment makes it that much more potent than any external thing that you could ingest. That's my opinion. That's my truth with it. But let me exhale a little bit. But yeah, I noticed when I was meditating, my restricting and focusing on this right here, like right below my chest plate, right below my breasts, my breastplates and all that, it was like I was experiencing balance. I was experiencing being even keeled. Because sometimes when I meditate, I can kind of get overwhelmed because it's like a lot of stimulation. They say the human body could generate, like the amount of electricity that a human body can generate, it can fuel a whole city for a day. Now, just that alone, I believe that to be true, because it feels true. I mean, human bodies fuel the whole world. we generate all this electricity and all this economy and all this motion in the world. So yeah, it can kind of be a little bit overstimulating if you're just getting into it. And I've been doing it for a while, but as of late, I've been being more intentional in implementing working out with, you know, like the meditative practice. And yeah, I feel like that's just, it's that download. I don't know. I like to write things down, but I felt like I feel like I could get it out in this perspective a little bit better, just free flowing and talking. And yeah, bro, the diaphragm and focusing on that, it does all the heavy lifting in your meditation. And I did this certain thing where I try to, there's this line in the Kabbalion where it says, keep your mind on your North Star, but keep your eyes on your feet, so you don't slip and fall pretty much by your upward gaze. And I thought that was pretty deep, that your mind and your body, your mind and your eyes are two different things. You can be, your mind can be on your goal, but your eyes are, you know, doing the footwork. And 6 minutes, not bad. Yeah, so your mind and your eyes, they can be at two different places at the same time. And that's what I was kind of utilizing during my meditation. I kept my mind on my heart and on my brain, or like my third eye, crown area. And I kept my body focused on my diaphragm and my root, like the Gucciana and the booty. And I was like activating. I was 47. I was using the heart and the mind, mental, and I was using the flesh, diaphragm and booty, and I was merging them. And I realized, they say the diaphragm is a tuning fork. Tuning fork is like those, you know, those meditative frequency forks that you hit. They emit a certain frequency when you hit them. And I was experiencing that. I was like getting a light show, because they say your third eye is sensitive to light, so it's better to activate it when you're in the dark. And I was in the dark by the water, and I was getting a light show. But you gotta be careful with the light show, aka lightheadedness, because let me go inside. I was gonna stay outside, but train is going, so yeah. So your mind and your eyes, aka your body, the mind, the body, and the soul can be at different places at the same time. But being in those different places, they're all working towards the same goal. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. I think there's more I want to say, but that was pretty much, that was the download. So the diaphragm is king. Have a good night or morning whenever you watch this, midday. Have a good rest of your John, and I'll holla at y'all.